guys, it's me again. If this were my first one of the day, I'd be really, really late. But you know what? This morning, I felt so rushed. It was like I was coming off having worked with the police chief and his forces and stuff, and I run over here into my office, and I tried to get going with a program of the day. So I wanted to sort of take a retake, because I think it's so important that tonight we're on the call with Phil about manifesting our future. Manifestation Monday. That's what we were supposed to say. I was supposed to come out sort of cool and go, yo, 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 we got Manifestation Monday coming out, right? And I sort of messed it up. But what I was coming off of was the biblical concept of reaping and sowing. So when we think about this, I want to go back for a minute to the statement I used from As a Man Thinketh. That said, good thoughts and actions can never produce bad results. Bad thoughts and actions can never produce good results. This is but saying that nothing can come from corn but corn, and nothing can come from nettles but nettles. So if we're familiar with the concept of reaping and sowing, then we know this. We know that if you plant corn, you're going to get corn. You're not going to get spinach, right? Okay? And spinach is a better choice because it's a fibrous carbohydrate. There you go. So we know that you've been eating. So, I went into talking a little bit about the concept of what my life is like now compared to what it used to be like when it was very frustrating for me. And I credit the 55 days to refocusing me even more, because I do more work in my journal. I've taken some of the time I used to watch TV with, and I brought it back, and I'm now doing the things that are great for me to do. Like getting in my journal. I get up in the morning. My morning ritual used to be I had to see the Golick and Wingo show, right? I had to see that, and then I had to see what was going on Sports Center and get up and see who was getting this big contract. And I'm going to work and say, I can't believe these guys are getting this much money playing sports, and they're bitching about it and stuff like that. And then some guy would cut me off as I was driving, and I'd be in a bad mood when I got to work because I was reaping what I sowed. So I got to the point, going back to the concept I said last week of trash in, trash out, good stuff in, good stuff out. So what I did was I thought this morning I would talk about the morning ritual and how I changed it. I went from that morning ritual to the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. I do my deep breathing, I do my lymphatic, I do my 4 poses, and then what I do is I sit down and I read my Bible. I do my prayers that I have. I go through my list where all of you people, not individually because there's like 1,500 of you, but the 55-day Being the Best You group is in my prayers, that I deliver things to you that are valuable to you, and that you have the opportunity to do the things that we are bringing you from this great team of coaches that we have. And today you've already seen Tony, you've seen Ariel. There's great stuff happening. So then what happened was, by changing that, I understood this concept, which I had known before but had forgotten about. Our most impressionable times of our brain is first thing in the morning and last thing before we go to bed. So in the morning I get up, I go into my journal, I read what I wrote the night before because it has in the 3 most important things I want to do the next day. I do my prayers, I do my prayer list, and then maybe do a little positive reading if I have enough time. I put that positive stuff in. I'm thinking about that as I go to work, and it's like boom, boom, boom. My day's going, right? I'm up and going, right? I was like this morning, just a little more nervous, right? So now Anthony Johnson's on. He can tell you as a wrestling coach at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was running up the walls, man, seriously. So we know now that the most impressionable times are first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to bed. So what do I do now before I go to bed? I turn off that TV. I don't watch Sports Center. I don't watch the evening news. I don't want to hear about dictators and people getting murdered and stuff like that. And I sit down and I read a book like As a Man Thinketh. I read the Magic Solution. I read all these things, and from there, what I do with all that, now I go to work. I go to bed with good thoughts, great dreams. I also put the 3 most important things I can do that day. All those things are things that go on. Hello there, Glenda, one of the twins. So I've used a biblical verse today. It says, St. Paul said to fix your thoughts on things that are true and good and right. Think about things that are pure and lovely, and dwell on them. Dwell on the fine and the good things in others. Think about all you can praise God for and be happy about it. So I'm going to sum up this real quick one to remind you. Tonight at 7 p.m. we have the webinar. If you have not gone to it yet, please get in there and go to it. We'll be on live at that time. And I wanted to leave you with this thought from the book by Emmett Fox, which is called Find Your Best Inner Self. It says the secret to life is to control your mental state. For if you do, the rest will follow. And it goes on to talk about if we're going to accept disease, if we're going to accept that type of thing, we don't have to accept that. At the very end, he says, man is not limited by his environment. He is the creator of environment by his belief and his feelings. So to suggest differently would say that it is the tail that wags the dog rather than the dog that wags the tail. So something to think about. Till 7 p.m. this night, Billy Lang. I had a redo. Did you not see the title? I wanted a mulligan because I sucked so bad today. So love you guys. See you later. See you at 7 tonight on the call. Keep on having a blessed and great day.